Hi Taurus, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are looking at relationships as well as career and finances. I will also be pulling a few cards for health as well. But make sure you do subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate that. Make sure you leave a comment on one of the videos so that you can go in the draw for that free personal reading. And this week, when we're looking at relationships, I'm using the Yin Yang Oracle as well as the Blackbird lenormand. And then when we move over into career and finances, we have the Soul's Journey activation cards, as well as the Jelly Bean lenormand. And when we're looking at health, I am using the Earthbound Oracle. Okay, so getting sort of straight on into it for you, Taurus. Taurus, what's going on for Taurus with relationships? And keeping in mind, relationships, sometimes it's going to show platonic relationships. Others of you, it may be romantic relationships. We'll just sort of see what comes out with the relationships, with the people in your life. Okay, Taurus. What's going on for Taurus with relationships? Oh my goodness, these cards do not want to shuffle properly today. Taurus, relationships for Taurus. Okay, so starting off, we do have the control and tactics card here. Okay, so this to me, it kind of feels here, Taurus, like this is you trying to sort of maintain some sort of control over a specific relationship here. I do feel for a lot of you, this is in regard to a specific relationship because the next card we do have is the fire signs card. Okay, so Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So maybe you yourself have strong placements in a fire placement there as well. But it does really feel as though you're trying to sort of maintain control over something going on. And it kind of feels like it's control over outcome is kind of what I'm picking up on here. But we do also see the abundance card, the gifts and celebration and abundance coming through here as well. So, we may be seeing, an upcoming celebration happening for you within a relationship thing. I'm kind of just getting this energy of needing to release control and accept the abundance, allowing the abundance to just flow naturally, and then you will find that reason to celebrate within this relationship. I do feel as though this control is coming up for you here, Taurus, because it's kind of asking you to release the control a little bit and just sort of go with the flow with the relationship stuff. But we'll have a look with the lenormand here. Okay. Taurus, what's going on for Taurus with relationships? Relationships for Taurus. And just one more. Relationships for Taurus, please. Okay, so we are seeing that control coming through once again. We have the whip as the first card here. So that is very, very similar kind of energy here. Because it can be, the whip can be very much about punishment. We do kind of see that playing out in the imagery here with the controlling kind of punishment kind of energy that what do they call it? I can't think of the wording at the moment, but with the whip here, we do sort of see that it may be self-punishment, some sort of conflict, trouble, tension going on within you yourself here. There may just be a little bit of drama going on, and you're trying to control the outcome of the drama within a certain relationship here. But I do feel as though for a lot of you, Taurus, this is you sort of, you're taking the control of this whip, and you're sort of trying to whip people into shape and try to get the outcome that you're wanting from others here is kind of what I'm feeling straight away with that, the whip as well as that control energy there. I do feel as though this is, once again, it's kind of letting us, asking us to sort of release the reins a little bit and allowing people to be people, not necessarily, it's going to cause you more drama and conflict the more that you're trying to, control others and their actions and behaviors. So we are seeing you here being asked to move into this child energy. Okay, the child energy really is your inner child coming free and being a little bit more playful, rather than being controlling, releasing the more playful, adventurous side of yourself. I do see. Okay, especially with what we're seeing here, the control, the whip, even that fire energy, and then the message of playfulness and adventure coming through here as well. This definitely could be talking about a sexual relationship, okay, because that's a lot of fiery, kind of passionate sexual energy going on. So there may be, for some of you, this may just be referring to that sort of play, okay, that like I said, with the imagery of that there, so read that as you need to, if that's something going on for you personally, that may be something that you're just being a little bit adventurous with, a bit more passionate with, and whips and chains might excite you, is kind of what I'm getting here. So there may be, once again, a reason to celebrate on that side of things as well, because we do also see here the scythe followed by the moon. Okay, so it does sort of show us that there is going to be some sort of sudden, unexpected change in your emotional self. So I do feel as though, for those of you where you are sort of just really embracing that playful aspect, trying to, just come at things from a very playful aspect, that, anything could happen, that kind of may be changing a little bit because of these emotions that are coming in for you here, Taurus. It kind of feels as though, all of a sudden you're kind of realizing that there's some emotions under the surface that this is bringing up for you. So I do feel as though, once again, it's that control, that those emotions are coming from that controlling aspect, that, this is bringing up new emotions within you, that, maybe you're being too controlling, or maybe you're, maybe the need for you to be in control is something that is stirring up some emotions within you here. So I just want to clarify that message for you here, Taurus, because, it's coming through a little bit confused just with the energy here. Please clarify this message for Taurus with relationships. Yeah, so once again, for a lot of you, this is going to be, talking about physical stuff going on, that sex life stuff. We do have the heart, followed by the book, and then the snake. So reading that pretty straightforward, it does talk about, you're opening up your heart, you're opening up that emotional side of yourself, but in a very physical pleasure kind of way. The snake is all about physical and those, short-term encounters, and releasing the passion and the desire. So it's a very interesting message here, but opening yourself up to, learning more about yourself, the desires that you may have, starting new chapters in love when it comes to that sort of stuff, your desire and your physical passion, and the way that you show that, the way that you're in control of that or not in control of that. So once again, though, I do feel as though, the more that you release control, even if you are in control, but it's kind of a a convoluted message, a confusing message, because it's like sometimes in order to have more control, you need to release control a little bit. And that's really what's going to bring through that celebration energy, that abundance energy for you. But for others of you, you may just be having a lot of sexual experiences right now. So it's not a common message to actually get a lot with you, Taurus, but that's kind of what I'm picking up here. For a lot of you, this is just related to, physical desire and passion, and, that real getting that fire under your belt, and celebrating being free in that sort of a sense, and just having fun with it. So, that's what we have for relationship stuff for you at the moment here. But we'll move over into career and finances. Okay, Taurus. What's going on for Taurus with career and finances? Firstly, we have guilt coming through here, Taurus. That's, I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. So there may be some, underlying guilt things that you're holding on to. Somebody may be trying to guilt trip you in the workplace, that kind of thing. You may just be feeling guilty about the way that you spend money, because I'm getting this energy here, Taurus, of you're someone that may, I am getting the energy of somebody who um, spends money when they've got money, and revels in being able to appreciate the good things in life, so there's no need to feel guilty about that. Releasing the need, releasing that guilt, and it's no longer assisting in your soul's growth. So there's no need holding on to that guilt. Just because other people can't spend the way that you spend, doesn't mean that you should feel guilty about that. You should enjoy your life, and Taurus is a very hedonistic sort of sign, so definitely no need to feel guilty if you're spending it on things that you truly enjoy and gain pleasure from. I feel as though that you need to open yourself up to that, and release any guilt that you may be holding on to with the way that you spend your money. So you choose what you spend your money on, and if it's bringing you happiness and pleasure, who is anyone else to judge? Okay. We also have imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. So no matter what job or career you're in there, embracing a little bit of creativity with it at the moment, Taurus, and, branching out, trying new things. I feel as though that is coming through in that, what we saw in the relationships as well. You're using your imagination, getting creative at the moment, maybe trying new things at the moment. So it's across all areas of your life at the moment here, Taurus. Okay, but we'll have a look with the lenormand. Taurus, what's going on for Taurus with career and finances? The underlying energy I'm seeing here, we have, cycles, allowing you to choose, which path you want to go when it comes to your true desires, your wish fulfillment here as well. So there may be an upcoming decision that's linking with what I'm about to, with what I'm sort of seeing here, because I am seeing the same message repeated twice. Okay, so firstly we have the dog and the letter. And then we have the masculine and the rider. Okay, so those two sets of two are actually very, very similar messages here. So I'm kind of feeling the energy here of this is a repeating message. So this is the main importance to you. And I feel like this is what's going to bring forth some sort of energy of you needing to make a decision after this energy, which this energy is, it's directly somebody coming towards you with news. Okay, some sort of communication or news on the way. The letter is all about communication, and then in that second pairing, when we see that rider, that's good news on the way. So we're definitely seeing, and then we've got the people. we've got the masculine and the dog showing who this person is. So, for some of you, it may be, two different people coming to you, one communicating something with you and then the other, coming to you with news of something. So there may be two different groupings of communication heading your way when it comes to career, and maybe that's why you're needing to make that decision. But otherwise, I do feel as though this is just the one thing for majority of you. And it's just sort of repeating the message because it's showing us what's most important for you in your career at the moment here. The dog energy, this is somebody that you are loyal to. There's loyalty, there's understanding and compassion between you and this person. It's probably quite a strong platonic relationship. We do have the dog is the card of friendship, but generally it's someone that, has been a sort of, it's probably someone that's been in your life for quite a while. It does talk about companionship. So you probably know this person quite well and consider them a friend, even if they are a work, friend or a boss and that kind of energy. Definitely coming through with some sort of communication on the way towards you here. I will clarify in a moment and see if we can get any idea of what that news is specifically. Here we see the masculine bringing that good news on the way to you, coming in quick too. So this does feel like it's happening pretty quickly. It's going to, you're going to hear about this very, very soon. Whether this is, in the form, it can be in a lot of forms. With that letter there, it doesn't necessarily mean it's somebody showing up on a horse with here's your letter. It can be, letters, texting, emails, in person, all different forms of communication here. Although with the rider there, generally speaking, that's normally in person, or letters, so paperwork involving that one there. But the masculine here, this is that kind of boss energy. This is somebody who, you probably do look up to in some sort of a way. We don't really read the genders here, so it could be a masculine or a feminine, but they're represented by the masculine. So they're probably somebody who, they're very smart and clever, intelligent. They probably talk about things, and presenting this to you in a very logical, rational kind of way. All right. So for some of you, though, they definitely are a masculine. I am picking up that for some of you, it is a masculine energy, because the rider tends to be more masculine as well. So for a lot of you, this is like a boss kind of energy, or somebody, who presents as that sort of energy towards you. They're very authoritative, is what I'm picking up from that. So it's kind of like they're bringing you some sort of offer, which, as we saw with that underlying energy, it's kind of like giving you the option to choose which path you take and which direction you want to go with your career, to really fulfill your personal wishes here. Okay, but I'm just going to ask if we can get some clarity on what the letter and the rider bring for Taurus, please. Can you show us what exactly this letter and rider are for Taurus with their career? Because this does feel career. It doesn't necessarily feel financial. That's interesting. We have the woman and the moon, as well as the stork coming through here. So it's really giving you some sort of new opportunity or new idea. Some sort of I've got this new business idea. How do you feel about that? I feel like that woman aspect is you, Taurus, regardless of your gender here. It's more emotional, so it's something that it may stir up some emotions in you. This offer that's being presented to you here, it may stir up some emotions within you, but it's kind of like I'm kind of picking up here that for some of you, this is like the offer of like I've got this new idea, I've got this new business idea. What do you think about this, Taurus? Do you think this is feasible? Is that something that you think you would take on board, and would you move forward with that? So it's kind of something like I'm opening up a new, like for example, just as an example here, Taurus, it could be something along the lines of, I'm opening up a new, like a second location. I want you to transfer to the second location and be the manager of that location. What do you think about this, Taurus? I'm thinking about bringing this aspect into the business, but I need you, and I need you to run that side of things. It does feel as though there's a bit of responsibility being asked of you here, and that's why it's asking you what path you want to follow here, and that it's going to stir up some sort of emotion within you, because I feel like you're really being taken, your opinion being taken on board here, and your abilities being questioned as to, can you do this kind of thing. So it's going to play out slightly different for everyone within the collective, of course, but it definitely looks like a positive new opportunity one way or another. Okay, and at the end of the day, the decision is yours. All right, so you still have free will, and you can choose which way you want to go with that. Okay, we'll move over and grab some cards for health. I am not a health practitioner. I am not a medical expert, nothing like that. A lot of readers will not touch the health stuff, but I do think it's valuable to sometimes get a little bit of extra insight. So Taurus, what's going on for Taurus with health? Anything Taurus needs to be aware of with health, please? Intuition and life, Taurus. So the intuition card, if you feel as though something's wrong, something might be wrong, go and see a doctor if that's the case. If your intuition is telling you, I need to go to the doctor, listen to your intuition. If your intuition is telling you, oh wow, I'm feeling really good, I'm feeling like everything's pretty balanced and healthy, run with your intuition at the moment, Taurus. Especially too, I'm picking up here, if you have a pre-existing condition and your intuition is telling you, I think I've been misdiagnosed, go and see a second doctor. Okay, your intuition is on point at the moment, Taurus, when it comes to your own health and your own body. We also have life. Some of you, there may be like the potential pregnancy with that life card, because that's like a seed starting to sprout within you. But the interesting thing is, I am seeing the death card and followed by the ceremony on the bottom of the deck there, which can talk about a physical death and a funeral. I don't feel as though this is you. Okay, don't get the wrong idea there, that may not be you. I feel like this is more to do with you're considering life, and talking about, I need to do some funeral planning, I need to pay for funeral insurance, life insurance, the idea of life and death at in rattling around for you at the moment. I don't feel as though that's anything actually physical. I feel like that's more to do with, it's just on your mind, the concept of life and death, and making sure things like funeral cover are covered and things like that. Okay, so and life insurance, and I'm getting those sorts of things. So they're just heavy on the mind that you may need to just make sure you've got the right life insurance coverage and all that sort of stuff. Okay, so nothing dramatic. That's actually a really, really good reading for you today, Taurus. I really enjoy that energy for you, especially with the career. Let me know when you find out what that is all about. Leave a comment and you will go in the draw for that free personal reading as well. More than welcome to check your other placements, and hopefully I'll see you again soon.